Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown and Jake Fennell, I am Zach Austin. Welcome to Homecoming 2023. Booneville Bearcats are going to be taking on the Greenland Pirates. We're going to have homecoming ceremony about 6:30. Miss Lindley Garrett's going to be your homecoming queen. Got her court of royalty out in front of us right now. First, we'll do a little talking. We're going to try to get Mr. Kenny Glenn over here, school resource officer. Mr. Kenny's been videoing for the football team for 20 years.
Yeah, a long time.
Long time. So maybe we can get him over here and do a little talking about what he does.
Yeah. Funny thing is, he quit for a couple of years while we were in school.
Yeah. So. What time are you gonna do this? You wanna do it right now? Well, whenever you got time.
I've got time. I was gonna say. I was gonna go downstairs, but if you're doing it now, do it now or something.
You can do it now.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are live. All right, folks, welcome to the Tyler Ford pregame show. Like I said, this is Homecoming 2023. Got a very special guest with us today, Mr. Kenny Glenn. Mr. Kenny, how are you?
Pretty good. Doing good.
So go ahead and introduce yourself. I know I've already said your name, but
Yeah.
for the ones that don't know you, tell a little bit about yourself.
Well, the people know me. Old people know me as Kenny, but I usually go by Kenny Glenn, two first names. But I'm a part-time deputy for Logan County. Right now, I do work as a resource officer at school 2 days a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays. I work the days that Brandon Singh is off, and occasionally I will work some court duties or go out and patrol some. I'm retired from the Air Force, retired from the post office, and I also do filming for the football team. People may not know that since I'm behind that camera, but I've been doing that for about, I think this will be my 20th year.
Yeah. What got you into doing that?
The video one?
Yeah.
Well, Mike Boersma did it. From what I understand, in 2000, after we won the state championship game, he stepped down and he asked Bobby Cobb, hey, who would want to do this? And Bobby Cobb threw my name out there, and of course he knows how much I love Bearcat football, and I jumped on the chance, and I did it for up until 2009 when I stepped away while my parents were in bad health, and then I came back, I think, in the 2014 season. I've been doing it ever since then.
Nice. That's pretty fun. Got to see a lot of guys come through and grow up over that time.
Yeah, everybody knows me. Knows that Lance Sims is my buddy. I tell you, he came up here and 7th, 8th, and 9th, he helped me up here in the press box. Never thought he'd go up and be big enough to play senior ball, but he's turned out to be a pretty good beast as a center and as a nose guard.
I remember his freshman year when he was up here with all of us, and he got to go down during the playoffs. We was all looking for him, excited for him. It's just a little bitty old squirt.
Yeah, I still call him a little bitty squirt, but he's bigger than I am now.
So what got you into law enforcement? We'll jump back over to that.
Okay, well, I never thought I would ever be interested in it, but when Boyd Hicks became sheriff, I believe in 2014 he got elected. I think he took office in 2015, and his chief deputy was Kevin Kimbrell. They had a pretty close relationship, and you know, I was good friends with Kevin, and he just off the wall asked me one day, hey, would you like to be a part-time deputy? I says, are you crazy? Not with my attitude, but it turned out that I went through the class and went out on the street, and I love it. It gets in your blood, and it's really good, you know. And age-wise now, I had to step away from it in January. I just didn't feel like I was physically able enough to give it 100%. I took about a week off, and I just didn't have nothing to do. So I said, hey, put me back to work. So I came back part-time, and then a few months after that, they asked if I'd like to be a resource officer, which to me it's a perfect fit for my age and the time. I'd love to do a lot more. Wish I had done it 20 years ago, but I love the kids, you know. they're getting used to me now, and some of these guys, some of these football players, they kind of manhandle this old man sometimes, but they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot of fun. I would have to say probably Mr. Sims is your favorite player, right?
Yeah, he's my boy. I like him. I like a lot of them. Getting to know a lot of them.
Yeah.
Matthew Crosby, me and him.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time during his period in the counselor's office. He comes in. We talk football for an hour almost every single day, and he's coming off of injury a couple weeks ago, and he's back to playing, and I'm getting to know some of the kids. A lot of them I didn't know them by. I knew them by position and by numbers, but I didn't know them by face because they always had their helmet on, being behind the camera. But now I'm being at the school, I see their faces, get to meet them, get to talk to them, and get to learn how they are. And they're great kids, I love them all,
Couple more questions, then we'll get you out of here. What do you think about the season so far?
Well, we started off good, of course, with the Ozark game, but we kind of hit some tough spots with Harding and whatever the other team was. I can't remember. Who was it?
Camden Fairview.
Camden Fairview, yeah. Of course, that's where I went to the academy at, so they're probably paying me back for the favor for that. But and then we got back on track with West Fork, and I think with the guys, I watch them practice. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I go up there and I shag balls with the ball players. I squirt them down with water on occasion, and they look good in practice every week. And I really think we got a good chance of maybe sweeping the conference. I don't want to be overconfident, but once the playoffs hit, it's anybody's game then. We can go deep. We can go to the championship game again this year, or we can, get lackadaisical and get upset by somebody in the quarter or semifinals. But hopefully we don't. Hopefully get back to the Rock this year.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it. These boys need to win me another ring.
Yeah.
They won one for me in 2018, so I'm hoping they give me another ring this year.
Yeah, maybe they'll get you another one. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to go back down there to the Rock. That's some fun experience, and I know they really enjoyed it too.
Oh yeah, they're loving it. The kids down there that I talk to, especially them seniors, it's their last year, and they want to get down there, and these juniors are ready to. Take the reins next year and hopefully get do it back to back. But I think they got the attitude. A lot of them. Yeah. They got the attitude to want to play and win a ring this year.
I guess I'll ask you this, and then that'll be it. What would you say to someone that wants to be a Bearcat football player, or just a Bearcat in general, or maybe get into videoing like you someday? Well,
just like some of these kids up here that has replaced Lance and before Lance, come up here and videotaping and some, you don't think their sizes they're going to make it, because I didn't think Lance would have the size to play ball.
Yeah.
I said, hey, don't let that hold you back, because in 2 or 3 years you could really develop and grow up and become a good ball player. Just go with your heart. Do what when I was in 7th grade, I played football in Mansfield. I was probably 110 pounds soaking wet. Came to Booneville. Of course, Mansfield won one game when I played with them, and come to Booneville, they win everything. And I realized, no, I ain't big enough for this, because I was small. But I wish I had stayed with it and played, because there's a few of them that was smaller than me, and turned out by they were seniors, they played pretty good ball.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't physically big enough for it. But don't let that stop you. Get out here and be part of it. Be part of the team. Will Houston's down here. He helped me out last year. Now he's down on the sidelines, has been one of their managers down there, and he's that boy up in practice. He runs faster and more than anybody up there. The coaches keep him running, keep him busy.
I'll bet. I like Will. He's a good kid.
Yeah,
I like talking to him. But Will's a pretty good kid. He's a manager this year, and I guess that's really about all I got for you, Mr. Ken, unless you got anything else.
No, and a lot of the kids do ask me about being in comps, and I tell them, guys, keep your nose clean. Don't get in trouble, because you can't be a cop until you're 21, and you can screw it up really quick before you turn 21 by getting in trouble. So keep your nose clean, get out of school, work towards a criminal justice degree. When you turn 21, you got all your options open, whether you want to be just a local cop, local county deputy, or if you want to get in the Marshal Service, FBI, Secret Service, something like that. You'll have that degree under your belt, and you can work towards it.
Yeah. Man. I like that. That's some pretty good advice.
Well, I hope they can do it, because this old man wasn't smart enough to go to school and do it, so hopefully they are.
Yeah, hopefully they are. Well, I guess that'll do it for our little interview. We'll take a little break. When we come back, folks, we'll have our 2023 homecoming ceremony. Mr. Kenny Glenn, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it. Hey, good evening, everybody. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, Shield Field, right off DJ George Drive. Hey, if you know somebody that don't know we're live, hey, tell them we're live on YouTube and BoonevilleBearcats.com. If you're just joining us, you have missed our interview with our special guest, Mr. Ken Glenn. He videos for the football team. We've got to know Mr. Kenny, last 5 years or so now.
Yep.
Really love Mr. Kenny. He's a pretty awesome guy, and like him, we've got to know some of these kids down here on the field, and it's kind of fun watching them grow. But I really enjoyed the interview with Mr. Kenny. I think a lot of him. Awesome man. Like I said, we got homecoming fixing to go. Before we do, we got me and Isaac up here. Jake's going to be downstairs announcing over the PA system the ceremony portion of homecoming. So before we get started, we're going to thank some sponsors real quick. Our Tier 1 sponsors for the live stream, Tyler Ford, they're a sponsor of our pregame show. That is what you are tuned into right now, is our Tyler Ford pregame show. Shelter Insurance, they are our sponsors for the halftime show. Rockline Industry, they sponsor our coaches show. We do have the coaches show from week 5 and week 6 up. We do apologize.
Yeah.
Last couple of weeks, Isaac's been pretty busy.
Yeah, it just takes time to do all that. So it's an hour and a half per video and editing and trying to get it all to match nice. I'm not very good at it, but we try with it. So
yeah, and we really enjoy the fellas. They really enjoy it. They give each other a hard time about it.
They do.
They got them off to the side, trying to make them laugh or stutter or something.
Yep.
I try to not laugh myself.
Yeah, I think it's good for them. It teaches them how to talk in front of people. And,
yeah.
I mean, we don't want to show anybody in a bad light, so we're just trying to help them along.
Just trying to help them along and just kind of show you folks just a side of them that you may not know, and just talk a little bit more about Bearcat football and get to know Coach Crowley. And maybe later we can throw some other coaches on there and just know them and know who they are and see the faces behind everything. And they're kids and they're coaches, and just get to know them a little bit better and just shed a good positive light on the program.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to get to know them when you're 30,000 feet away. So just try to shine a spotlight on some of them, especially the ones that don't get to play a whole lot. It's their time to be in the spotlight.
That's right. But like I said, we do have week 5 coaches show up. That was with Mr. Dax Goff, Coach Coley. And then week 6 that we did this past week, we had Mr. Jace Washburn on with us. We got our homecoming ceremony underway right now. We got your cheerleaders coming out onto the field, forming the line here. So I'll let you go ahead, Isaac.
All right. So this is the 103rd Bearcat homecoming. We've had 94 football homecoming queens and 12 basketball homecoming queens. In 1955, there were 2 queens for football. The Bearcat Marching Band will be playing You're So Beautiful and under the direction of Mr. Brian Rhodes and Mrs. Angela Rhodes. Forming the Isle of Royalty are the Bearcat cheerleaders, BHS Marching Band Color Guard, Junior High Bearcat cheerleaders, and 7th grade Bearcat cheerleaders. Now we present to you the 2023 Booneville High School Homecoming Royalty, grades 7 to 12, escorted by senior BHS Bearcats. This is 7th grade maid, Miss Ava Hicks. Ava is a 7th grade Bearcat cheerleader and the granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Carl Cooper, a daughter of Miss Tiffany Draper, and a niece of Miss Shannon Cotton. She is being escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Ferris Daines. Ferris is the son of Miss Leanne Daines and Mr. Leonard Daines. That was your 7th grade maid, Miss Ava Hicks.
Try to zoom in for you folks.
8th grade maid, Miss Melena Lofton. Melena is a junior high Bearcat cheerleader. She is the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Christopher Lofton. Melena is being escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Garrett.
8th grade maid, Miss Melena Lofton. Melena is a junior high Bearcat cheerleader. She is the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Christopher Lofton. Melena is being escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Garrick Barr. Garrick is the son of Miss April Barr and Miss Kimberly Spencer. Miss Melena Lofton, 8th grade maid.
Freshman maid, Miss Brooklyn Brackett.
The freshman maid, Miss Brooklyn Brackett.
Brooklyn is a junior high Bearcat cheerleader. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Corey Aiken and Mr. and Mrs.
Brooklyn is a junior high Bearcat cheerleader. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Corey Aiken and Mr. and Miss Wade Schmidt. Brooklyn is escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Lance Sims. Lance is the son of Miss Lakin Sims and Mr. Brandon Sims. Freshman maid, Brooklyn Brackett.
Freshman maid, Miss Brooklyn Brackett. Sophomore maid, Miss Riley Broussard.
The sophomore maid, Miss Riley Broussard. Riley is a member of the Lady Cat volleyball team. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bobby Broussard.
Mr. and Mrs. Bobby Broussard.
Riley is escorted by senior Bearcats, Mr. Frank Gill.
Senior Bearcats, Mr. Frank Gill and Mr. Jonah Wynn.
And Mr. Jonah Wynn.
Frank
is the son of Miss Yolanda Marie Gill. Jonah is the son of Miss Laren Adams and Mr. Tim Wynn. Miss Riley Broussard, sophomore maid.
Junior maid, Miss Shelby Myers.
And junior maid, Miss Shelby Myers. Shelby is a member of the Lady Cat volleyball team. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Coleman Myers.
She is the daughter of Mr.
Shelby
Coleman Myers.
is escorted by senior Bearcats Mr. Matt Obar and Mr. Andrew Tibbetts. Matt is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Joe Obar. Andrew is the son of Miss Charlene Tibbetts and Mr. Tim Tibbetts.
Matt is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Joe Obar.
Junior maid, Miss Shelby Myers.
Miss Charlene Tibbetts and Mr. Tim Tibbetts. Junior maid, Miss Shelby Myers. Senior maid, Miss Alexis Franklin.
Senior maid, Miss Alexis Franklin. Alexis is a member of the Lady Cat basketball team. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Franklin. Alexis is escorted by senior Bearcats, Mr. Coulter Fisher and Mr. Matthew Crosby. Coulter is the son of Mrs. Angela Fox and Mr. Cody Fisher. Matthew is the son of the late Mr. Scott Crosby and the grandson of Miss Sadie Crosby and Mr. Steve Crosby. Senior maid, Miss Alexis Franklin.
Senior maid, Miss Alexis Franklin.
Also plays tennis. Right. Comes trucking in here out of urgent care like Supergirl and wins the ball game.
The children participating in our ceremony are carrying the game football is Mr. Carson Cook. Carson is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Brett Cook. Carrying the Queen's bouquet is Miss Sadie Luter. Sadie is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Levi Luter. And carrying the Queen's crown is Miss Aria Fennell. Aria is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jake Fennell. And carrying the Queen's football is Mr. Cooper Crowley. Cooper is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Clay Crowley.
Carrying the Queen's crown is Miss Aria Fennell. Aria is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jake Fennell. And carrying the Queen's football is Mr. Cooper Crowley. Cooper is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Clay Crowley.
Our homecoming queen for 2023 is Miss Lindley Garrett. Lindley is a member of the Bearcat tennis team, Bearcat basketball team, and the Lady Cat softball team. She is a daughter of Mr. Dustin Garrett and the late Mrs. Lucinda Garrett. Lindley is escorted by senior Bearcats, Mr. Dax Goff and Mr. Rylan Ray. Dax is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Trent Goff. Rylan is the son of Miss Carrie Dunham McNutt and Mr. Alan Ray.
Rylan is the son of Miss Carrie Dunham McNutt and Mr. Alan Ray. Assisting with the crowning is the 2022 homecoming queen, Miss Sarah Ulmer Matson. Sarah is attending Arkansas Tech at Ozark, where she is in the occupational therapy assistant program. Queen is senior Bearcat, Mr. Dax Goff. And there you have, ladies and gentlemen.
There you have the 2023 Booneville football homecoming queen, Miss Lindley Garrett, and her court of royalty.
That was your 2023 homecoming ceremony. Miss Lindley Garrett is your queen of her court of royalty. I'll spit out the right words here in a minute. Congratulations to Miss Lindley Garrett and all the ladies that got to be the maids. I know it's probably a night they'll never forget. So kind of every little girl's dream, honestly, get to dress up in a pretty dress and just kind of, look pretty and everything. That's what they dream of, and a chance to be the queen is something I know several young ladies dream about. We'll take another little break, folks, and we'll come back and we'll continue our Tyler Ford pregame show. We'll give you some stats on the series, do a little talk and give you a couple stats that we got, and we'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat Football.
Before we go any farther, man, you can't hear anything. Want to thank some of our sponsors. Airmaster Inc. is going to sponsor player of the game. He also sponsors our hotspot for all your air conditioning needs. Don's Easy Pay. So they sponsor the end zone camera, but it's a little windy tonight, so we don't have an end zone camera because we don't want it to fall over, basically. Stop by and see Mandy, Josh, and the gang. Midtown Charm. Tiley Creations. They have Bearcat apparel, artsy tartsy, hand decorated cookies. Bend the Trend, women's and kids apparel. Heavenly Bliss, goat soaps, and lotions. Tier 2 sponsors, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop by for all your auto part needs. Pop and Pup Metalwork for all your metalwork needs. And on the first and third Thursday, by Tractor Supply selling salsa and pickle relish. Crowley City Service, new tires, brakes, oil changes, shocks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back here for the Tyler Ford Pregame Show. Before we get going with the Tyler Ford Pregame Show, we got a couple of sponsors that we're going to finish giving a shout-out to.
All right. Uh-oh. About to lose the paper. Tier 3 sponsors would be Shigley Metal Shop, LLC. Do laser engraving. They have a Facebook page. They're also on TikTok and Etsy, and will be at October Days, which is when?
Next Saturday. Next Saturday is October Days. Y'all be sure to check Frankie and Cynthia's booth out down there at October Days. They do some pretty cool stuff. They've done our hats. They're starting to do some license plates as well. They're kind of getting away from the metal stuff, starting doing more laser engraving type stuff. Pretty cool. Y'all check them out.
Next we got Wiggins Ace Hardware for all your hardware needs. And as Zach says, honeydew list.
You've always got something. Your wife's always got something for you to do on the honey to-do list. So.
All right. So Norris Davis Tax Office, call 675-2358. They do income tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll service. And Tier 4 would be Susan's Flowers and Shop. Sorry. Yeah. Susan's Flowers and Gifts. Stop by and make your loved one's day a special day.
Thank you to all of our sponsors for the live stream and the app.
Yeah,
okay.
Well.
We'll just dive right in. Got Greenland coming to town. This is the 6th meeting overall. All the previous 5 meetings, the Cats have won.
Yep. This is pretty interesting.
Yeah. First one was back in 2002.
Yep.
Your Bearcats won 56-24. That was on November 1st of 2002. Last meeting was last year. We went up to Greenland. Cats won 55-21. Had a couple guys go over 100 yards in that game. They won 55-21 on October the 7th. This is a conference game. Cats are coming in 2-0 in conference play. As well, they're tied with a couple others in conference.
Yep, 2 others. Mansfield and Charleston both 2-0.
Yeah.
And we all have the same tiebreaker points.
Yeah.
So if the season ended now, it'd be in a 3-way tie. Of course, there's probably another tiebreaker for that.
Coin flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for y'all that don't know, tiebreaker points, you get, say, we beat Greenland by 2 points. We would get 2 tiebreaker points. You can get all the way up to 13 points for tiebreaker points. Anything above that, like if you beat them 35-0, you just get 13 tiebreaker points. Yep. So that's kind of how the tiebreaker points work.
Yep.
It goes off head-to-head competition first. And then if it goes, like if there's a 3-way tie to the tiebreaker, and then if necessary, a coin flip.
Yep. So that's your 1, 2, and 3, followed by Hackett and Levack at 4 and 5 at 1 and 1 apiece. Then Greenland, West Fork, and Cedarville all at 0 and 2.
Got a couple notes on the series. In the previous 5 meetings, there have been no fewer than 41 points and average 52.6. That's what it's been. Reading this, of course, is Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn Parrish does all this and all of our stats. Greenland was limited to 6 to one season, but overall they average about 21 points during this series, while your Cats are averaging around 52.
Yeah, both sides tend to score a lot of points.
We got our captains out here on the field. Where did I put my? Excuse me, Ethan. Captains for the Greenland Pirates going to be number 1. That's going to be David Hendricks. Number 55 is going to be Aiden, and number 5 is going to be Whittington. For your Booneville Bearcats, number 33, Rylan Ray. And then from your left to your right, folks, the rest of you senior Bearcats. Number 79, that's Frank Gill. 57, Matthew Crosby. 56, Andrew Tibbetts. 58, that's going to be Mr. Matt Obar. 34, that's Dax Goff. Number 11, that's going to be Coulter Fisher. Number 14, Jonah Wynn. 52, Ferris Staines. 24, that's going to be Garrick Barr. And number 75, that's our guy. That's Mr. Lance Sims. What else you got there? How's it going about the stats and the series?
You want to keep talking about the series or what's been played today, or just go from straight to last week?
Well, how much time we got left? We ain't got a whole lot.
No, so we had 5 sacks last week, which I guess makes 10 on the year.
Yeah, and 9 different guys. Get this, 9 different guys have made those 10 sacks.
That's crazy doing that. But running 3-4, you got should have a lot of blitzing.
Yeah.
Should create lots of opportunities for guys to make sacks.
Looks like Greenland has decided to receive. Your Cats have won, deferred. So Cats will be defending towards the junior high, which is going to be to our east. It'll be kicking off towards the west. We'll just jump to the stats since we're fixing to get going here. Dex, as most of you know, very, very close to having 4,000 career rushing yards. He only needs 6 yards to be in the 4,000-yard club. And Isaac, he'll be in pretty good company.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Well, not quite a few. There's, 3 others? 4 others?
4 others.
You got Ronnie Littleton at 4,035, Bryson May at 4,058, Alligator Ray at 4,243, and Randon Ironman Ray at 4,342.
Yeah, and Randon, he's your career rushing leader for career rushing yards. He beat his dad a couple years ago by 99 yards. And, of course, the first one over 4,000 yards was the late Mr. Ronnie Littleton. Dax also broke – last year, Dax also broke Colton Waters' single game.
Yep.
That's back when we was in school.
Yep.
That was on homecoming night.
It was against Pottsville.
Yeah, and then Dax broke it last year on homecoming. That's kind of cool. Dax, first one to go over 300 yards in school history last year. Got 307, I believe. Colton had 298. Dax also last year broke the late Ronnie Littleton's single-season rushing record of 1,967. And so Dax is kind of writing his name down in Bearcat history, and he's in pretty good company so far as career rushing yards go.
Yep.
As far as keys to win the game,
score more points.
He scored more points. Like we said, this series you got to have points scored.
Yep, it's going to be a high-scoring game. We got to play good defense, sound defense, especially our secondary.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like they like to throw the ball around a lot.
Yeah, they do. There'll be a spread offense. They got a couple good receivers. The halfback's not too bad either. Quarterback, he can throw it. So I have no doubt our Cats' defense will get our defensive line will get pressure. It's just our secondary is going to have to step up, and they've done all right the past couple games. Ball still on the ground. He's just going to fall in at the 14-yard line. That was going to – what number was that? 54?
Kickoff was fielded by number 5, Tommy Whittington.
Number 5.
Number 5. That's wrong roster.
Well, sort of landed in no man's land, and nobody decided they wanted the ball.
May have to. That's a handoff. I think the ball's out. Let's see. They're saying that he is down. Mr. Jake Fennell is not going to be able to join us tonight. He made it up here, but said he was kind of feeling under the weather. Hope you get to feeling better, bud. So we do have a very special guest. You're going to be helping me out. Go ahead and introduce yourself. You can do it. No? We'll get him in here in a minute. Mr. Harding, we got him up here with us.
Dylan's up here sort of shadowing us, trying to get a feel of what we're doing. He's going to go to UCA next year, right? For journalism broadcasting. So he's wanting to get a feel of what we're doing up here. Hopefully a jump start on school.
Yeah, hopefully it'll help him out quite a bit and learn. That's number 5 on the handoff there. That's Whittington. Got Mr. Jonah Wynn coming in, number 14 for the Cats, as Lance Sims comes off. You're going to have receiver splits either side, and you're going to have a false start against the Pirates, it's 3rd and 8 right now. That's going to back them up 5, make it 3rd and 13. Ball's on the 15-yard line now.
Yep.
So put them at about the 10.
That shift got them there. Looked like they were shifting from a 3 front to a 4 front. Phone messing up?
Yeah, it's froze. So if y'all tried to message me, y'all may have to give me a minute. Phone's kind of froze. So we had said Greenland's going to spread and throw. They will, but do something a little different here tonight.
Yep.
Kind of like a
it looked like
2-back.
Yeah, sort of a T formation
Yeah.
without a wing.
Yeah. That's Whittington again on the handoff on the right-hand side. Brings up 4th down. Mr. Obar there on the stop for the Cats. Got 9:58 left to go here in the first. Again, we don't have our end zone camera up, which is sponsored by Don's Easy Pay. For the ones of you that ain't here, we got a very gusty wind.
Yep. Pretty breezy. I think it was 7 to 10 miles an hour and gusting up to 22.
Yeah, we've got that thing up, 12 foot,
16
foot.
feet, yeah.
And Seth Wilson almost gets back there off the side of his foot.
Yeah.
Bearcats are going to start in good territory.
Yep, starting on Greenland side of the 50. Should bode well for us since last week we started at our own 20, all in the first half.
All right, so here comes your Bearcat offense. Manson's going to be split out to the right. Ray's your fullback. Goff is your left halfback. Lentz is your right halfback. Washburn is your quarterback. I'm going to head off to Ryle on the left-hand side. Ryland's got the first down to the 20, down to about the 18.
There's a flag over there, but it's going to be offsides. So it'll be declined. This still be a pretty good play.
And last night the junior high went up to Greenland, and Mr. Brody Chambers had himself a game, had 201 or so yards rushing. So honestly, I kind of expect Rye to have a big game tonight too.
All of them should. All of them should.
Yeah, Dax went over 100 last year. Trace went over 100, and Elliott as well.
Yeah. Well, they're playing a weird defensive front. They've got a lot of people in the box, just trying to stop a run.
Same formation here for you Bearcats. Goff goes in motion.
There's
another flag. That may be on us.
I think it's
on them.
Offsides, yeah. They drew us. Yep.
Yeah,
offsides.
You are correct there.
Yeah, they're playing a weird under front. It's got a linebacker behind the nose guard. Never seen that before.
I was going to say, you don't usually have that a lot, a linebacker right behind your nose man. You good? Okay, folks, I lied to you. We're joined by the coach, Jake Fennell. Try to get – here, switch my splits. Dax goes in motion. He gets the pitch on the right-hand side. Dax up over to the 10, down to the 5, touchdown. And your newest member of the 4,000-yard rushing club, Mr. Dax Goff. Needed 6 yards to get into the 4,000-yard club. He goes 13 yards, and he's in the 4,000 yards club. And we're going to be adding on. That was brought to you by Jake.
First touchdown's brought to you by Gerald Baker of Shelter Insurance. Gerald Baker of Shelter Insurance for all your insurance needs.
For the snap, the hold, the kick is up. Juan's kick is good. Makes it 7-0 with 8:55 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, Shield Field, Don Elmore press box. And if you're just joining us, Dax only needed 6 yards to get into the 4,000 yards club. He got that on a 13-yard touchdown run. Pirates get the kickoff. Number 8's on his feet still, and he's going to be wrapped up by a couple of Cats. Mr. Ferris Danes coming off the bottom of the pile there. Yeah, there. So, like we said in the pregame, you know, I know I've said a lot about Dax reaching 4,000 yards. We've only got 4 guys in Bearcat history that's made that accomplishment. 5 now counting Dax.
Man, it's certainly a big deal. It's hard.
It is.
That's just a career of success, and success that's hard to get. I mean, you know, you gotta have a lot go your way. You've got to have a lot of deep playoff pushes, and he's definitely got the skill set.
Yes.
To throw all that, you get all that thrown together, and he had, you know, the potential to make that happen. It's certainly been a pleasure and been fun watching him go and do his thing over the last few years.
Definitely has, and you know, we had talked about how he broke Colton Waters' rushing record last year on homecoming.
Yeah.
Got 307 yards, and then beat the late Ronnie Littleton's single-season rushing record. Ronnie Littleton had 1,967, and last year Dax rushed for 2,323 yards. First one to ever go over 2,000 yards in a season. That's a great accomplishment. And as far as the career rushing yards, Taylor Tatterson is the next one closest to 4,000, and Tatterson's got 3,033.
Yes, yeah. So that just shows you and you know, we got to watch Tatterson play up close. He was a good player, man. He was a hard runner. He's quick.
Had speed,
And just, you know, it's hard to believe somebody's got 1,000 more yards than him.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a testament to Dax's athletic ability and also the team's ability, man. You know, you can't have that success. I think I said it just a second ago. You can't have that success without having a lot of things go your way, and having a good offensive line and blockers ahead of you's definitely been one of those things. And happy for Dax and his whole team.
Quarterback's going to be up under center here for the Pirates, and it's going to be handoff, and he's met by a whole slew of cats. There's number 20, Green, Sims, and Mr. Hunter Warren.
Hunter back on the field.
Glad to have him back.
Yeah, he's nursing a little injuries. He's had some rough luck over the last couple of years. Man, been beat up, but when he's on the field and he's able to go and he's healthy, he's certainly a fun one to watch. And they think he's good to go now, and he certainly looks quick out there.
Yeah, he does. 4th down here. Dax is going to be back deep. 7:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Ball's on the 26-yard line of the Pirates. And high punt. And it's off
just a hair.
That's second punt. Nice catch by the ball boy over here. Is that little Washburn down there?
That is.
I can't tell. He can't.
It's not Washburn.
Okay.
I think that might be the Brackney boy.
Brackney?
Drake Brackney. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
There it is. Good little juggling catch over on the side.
One-handed catch.
That's a kid that you'll hear in just a few years, everybody. You're going to be hearing his name. He's a good little athlete.
Pretty good game last night.
Yeah, he did. He's skilled for his age. He's going to be a fun one down the road.
Nieder split out to the left, Matson to the right. Backfield still the same. Goff goes in motion from the left halfback. Hand off to Rye, right up the middle. Second carry of the game at Rye. 2 carries, and he's got about 25 yards.
Look at that burst and that second wind he has to him, man. He able to just get something going even after everybody's up on top of him.
Yeah.
It's a good little 9-yard pickup right there.
Ball on the Greenland 36-yard line.
Hey, you want to thank our exclusive broadcast advisor for the app and the website. That's First Western Bank. Been serving our local communities for 110 years. As Washburn keeps it and pitches it over to Dax Goff on the right. Dax down to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. Dax Goff, 36 yards. 6:20 left to go here in the first quarter.
Number 34, Dax Goff, on 36 yards, touchdown.
Another good little run over the right sideline there, able to make one man miss and take it to the house is Dax Goff. Juan back to kick the extra point. It is up, and it's split through the uprights. It's good. It'll be 14-0 lead for Booneville with 6:20 to go in the first quarter.
We'll take a little break and bear back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Dax Goff goes 36 yards and moves him past Ronnie Littleton on the 4,000-yard list. And he is going to pick it up.
Good little kickoff right there,
was.
man.
Little spin move. Wow. And, hey, good job by Mr. Juan Moreno. Knocks the kicker out.
Yeah, he does. I did a good job. Of last-ditch effort there to get somebody out, and he did a good job. That was Brandon Vaughn. He's a junior, 5'8", 153-pound kick returner right there, able to make a little something out of nothing. He tried to let that thing go out of bounds.
Yeah.
And just the ball never would cooperate with him. He ends up picking it up right on the sideline, takes it about 20 yards to give them a first down from the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Greenland 37. Hey, that second touchdown right there by Dax Goffs brought to you by Lofton Dentistry. Lofton Dentistry, keeping the bite in the Bearcat.
Folks just joining us. Homecoming 2023. This is, what number was this? 100 and what? Homecoming? 103rd?
I announced it earlier, but I don't remember what it was.
Got a timeout here charged to the Pirates. Hey, we want to thank some premier sponsors for the app and the website. That's 5B Properties and B Plus Rentals. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. Community National Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs. So this was just joining us. 103rd, right? We've got that figured out now?
Yeah.
Okay.
103rd.
103rd.
Hey, we had 2 queens in 1955.
Hey, I didn't know that. Okay.
I do remember that from reading the thing earlier. 1955, 2 queens. I don't know why. Nobody could tell me why. It's a draw.
Draw, I guess. Yeah. Can you name me who they are?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm terrible with names. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the last 5. I think if I seen their faces, I'd be able to remember. But
yeah.
I'm not very good with names. I struggle there.
First down here for the Pirates from the 37-yard line. 6:13 left to go here in the first quarter. And going to have another flag on the Pirates.
Yeah, little movement, little flop.
Yeah. That's going to be their 3rd penalty of the game so far.
Yeah, that was going to go to number 40, Colby Grogan.
So that's going to be 1st and 15 for the Pirates from the 32-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff right up the middle, and no going there. That's Mr. Aiden Hicks, the move in from Magazine.
Yeah, he's somebody
Fox,
that.
Mr. Fox, sorry.
Aiden Fox, yeah, he's somebody that's kind of stepped into a role. You know, it seems to be progressing a little more and more every week.
Yeah.
You start to see him jog himself out on the field. He's somebody that came in late in the year, and he's just kind of getting acquainted.
Yeah.
It was him. He had another sibling come in, Emma.
Yeah.
I've got her on volleyball team, man. She's a fun one. She's going to be a good little athlete. But, yeah, those 2 kids there from Magazine, they're going to help Booneville sports.
Yeah, and you always like it when you got kids move in and help. And nice stop there by the Cats defense. You got Seth Wilson, Aiden Fox in there again off the bottom of the pile. Matt O'Bar, and sophomore Hunter Warren on the stop.
Yeah, just not a lot of room to do anything there. He's getting gang tackled as soon as he gets the ball in his hands. And it's going to be a 3rd and 14 coming up. Ball's going to be at the 33-yard line. Greenland playing behind the sticks here, looking to get a little momentum going, unable to do so on their first couple possessions. Ball is handed off to the right and going to be pushed out of bounds. Finished off by Dax Goff, number 34. I think that was Lentz maybe that got it there first. And that was number 5, Tommy Whittington. Senior running back, 160-pound, 5'8" senior. Only able to gain a couple of yards there is going to bring out Greenland Pirates punt team here. It'll be 4th and long, 4th and 12. The Cats are going to elect to not have anybody back to receive the punt. With 4:10 to go in the quarter. Ball is snapped and punt back over to the out of bounds on our side of the field. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 48-yard line, 49-yard line of Booneville. Booneville pick up a 1st and 10 from midfield.
And that's going to be the worst field position the Cats have had. 3rd series to start the game. Other 2 times the Cats have been into Pirate territory. They're starting at their own 49 right now with 4:02 left to go.
Hey, be patient, Zach. We'll get there. Hopefully in one play we're pretty deep in there.
You're going to have Madsen split out to the right, Nieder here to the left. Washburn is your quarterback. Lentz is your right halfback. Goff is your left halfback. Goes in motion. Washburn looking the pass.
Oh, he's got Lentz.
He's got
Madsen both.
Oh, we're through the hands. Oh, man. They called it Madsen.
He had both Lentz and Madsen wide open in the backfield. Hits him in the hands and just unable to bring it in, man. It's a good job, good, well-placed ball, and the ball that last-ditch effort right there by the Greenland defender was enough to prevent Madsen from bringing that in. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
We got to talk to Mr. Washburn on our coaches show this week. We do have that up. He had a real good game last week. Threw for 113 yards, rushed for 181. First Cat to do so since, off the top of my head that I know of, your brother Hayden Fiddle. We talked to Hayden Wednesday night at church.
Yeah.
He passed for right over 100, rushed for right over 100, and passed for 100 against Danville. He sent me a little thing from that he used to do in the paper.
Yeah.
I want to say Ulmer or Slinker may have had one, but I couldn't find it through all the stats and everything.
I was thinking back, and I had that game in my mind that he might have. He didn't throw the ball a lot, but that was a high-scoring game.
Yeah. And Dax gets the pitch there. He's going to be down to about the other 40.
Great job right there by Goff, man. Needed 15 yards, and he got 16. Good little push forward, and that's going to get the ball all the way down to the Greenland 40-yard line. We're now into Pirate territory.
All right.
Right where we want to be here. It'll be 1st and 10.
He just passed. Isaac said Dax with that run just passed Bryson on the career yard rushing list.
Yeah, I knew tonight he had a potential to really break a couple of records there. So what are we? How many away are we here?
Randon's got 4,342, and Gator's the only other man in front of him now. Gator and Randon.
Right.
Gator's got 42-43.
It's going to take a heck of an effort tonight to get there.
Do what? 184 yards, Isaac said.
To 2?
Yeah, to 2.
All right, let's get there.
Got trips to the left, got a pitch to Ryle on the right-hand side. And Ryland's got a first down. Gets down to about the, 28-yard line. About a, 8-yard run there.
You know, we just sitting here talking about those Rays that are up top with Allen Gator and Randon, but that guy right there, Rylan Ray, he's no slouch on the gridiron, man. He's a hard-nosed runner and lost the season, unfortunately, to injury, but he's back this year, and it seems like every game he's just looking a little bit better.
Lentz gets the pitch from Washburn, throws a stiff arm, still on his feet, gets down to about the 8-yard line. Good run there by the sophomore.
I'm going to make a prediction right now with Connor Lentz. He's going to have a big game in the playoffs.
Yes.
We're going to run into somebody that's keyed in on a couple of these other guys, and Lentz is going to have a game. I don't know who we're going to be playing, but I just got that gut feeling.
Yeah.
Another kid that just get the ball in his hands. Cats got a lot of playmakers.
They really do. As Rye gets the carry, goes in 9 yards for that touchdown. 1:48 left to go here in the first quarter.
I mean, you couldn't draw it up any better. 3 possessions. Got it in good field position all 3 times, and we're sitting at 20. Kick away here from getting it to 21. Juan, he jogs out on the field ready to do it. But, yeah, couldn't draw that thing up any better, man.
Try to get you folks some scores real quick. Nice kick there by Juan. And Juan makes it 21-0 with 1:48 left to go here in the first. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, that's a live ball. It hits the leg, and Mr. Damari Poole almost had him.
Yeah, he went for the big hit.
Yeah, he did. He comes in and helps finishes it off.
Yeah, that's a good job getting up and making it happen. He went in for that big hit there, and I think he got a little too antsy.
I think so.
He was anticipating. Hey, that's a good job by him, though, man, able to get there, that first man, and that was just kind of a dangerous play there. It short hopped the boy, and done a great job on defense. Damari has this year, man.
Yeah.
He's been somebody that we've certainly.
He's kind of got that high motor.
Yeah, he does.
You know?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. He's somebody that makes you better. When he's out there on the field, he makes you better. Need plenty of them guys if you're going to have a deep run. We're going to have a timeout charged to Greenland here. Be their first, I believe. Or is that their second? It's their second, isn't it?
Second.
Yeah,
so we'll have one left.
That happened while I was gone, I think. But, all right, well, that'll be it. Second timeout there, charged to Greenland.
That comes with 1:41 left to go here in the first. We'll keep it right here real quick. I do have a score. Charleston is up 14-0 over Mansfield in the first quarter. Falk is up 7-6 over Prescott. And then Harmony Grove, Washita County, which is formerly known Camden Harmony Grove, is up 14-6 over Rise, and that's in the first quarter as well. Ozarks up 7-0 over Lincoln. Got Mr. Frank Gill coming out, one of the seniors, which reminds me, let me see if I can find it. Get on the right one here. First down here for the Pirates, and it's going to be handed off number 40, and he's just met by a whole slew of cats. You got Lentz, Poole, and Goff in there on the stop.
It's going to be a loss of a yard. It's going to bring second down 11. Minute 20 to go.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to our guy, Caleb Johnson. He's always watching the Cats.
Yes, sir.
So give a shout out to him.
Thanks for listening, brother.
2 wide for Greenland.
Going to have two receivers to either side. Quarterback under center is going to be handoff again at number 5. And he's no-go, and Dax Goff there on the stop.
That's Winnington on the carry again, and he's taking a beating up to this point so far. He's getting hit a lot right as he's getting it. And that's going to be no gain, bring up 3rd down, and again, Greenland behind the sticks. Going to need a big play here to keep this drive going. Be 3rd and 11.
And they hadn't thrown it at all. They got me looking like a liar. They usually do spread, and talking to Jace, even what they had known, Jace said they'll want to spread you out and stuff, but
typical players they lie to the media, trying to keep us all out of it. There's another handoff to the fullback right there, and
that's number 60, Aiden Fox. On the stop again.
Yeah, and then you got another guy in there, Big Frank Gill, number 79, able to help finish him off, and that's going to be a 4th and 8 right there.
Yeah.
And it's also going to bring us to the end of the quarter. Your score after 1, Booneville 21, Greenland 0.
We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, Shield Field, Don Elmore press box. Here's the punt, and a little bit better punt. It didn't come all the way off on the sideline. Bearcats are going to take over their own 48. See where he spots it. 47 looks like. Do a real quick shout out, to Miss Yolanda, Frank's mom. To her daycare, Yo-Yo's Loving Hands, child care. Hey, they got spots available, so if you need someone to watch your kid while you're at work or you got something going on, hey, y'all get a hold of Yolanda Gill or stop by Yo-Yo's Loving Hands and Child Care. They got some spots available. Go check them out. Also, we'll thank our Tier 1 sponsors for the live stream. Tyler Ford, Shelter Insurance, Rockline Industries, Airmaster Inc., Don's Easy Pay, and Midtown Charm. Trips to the left, Raj, your lone man in the backfield. Going to have a little receiver screen to Needard over there on the left-hand side. And Rhett gets maybe, 2 yards there on that?
Yeah, I think they're going to spot this right on the 50. Y'all mentioned how good that Bearcat head looks.
We was talking about that with Mr. Glenn Parrish up here. Was you part of that?
No, I was pretending to be sick.
Well,
thought I was going to have to go home, but I rallied. You can't keep a gamer down.
That's right.
I'll bring you all down with me. Good little handoff.
Nice handoff by Ra. Ra's got the first down. Still on his feet down to the 35, and he's lunging forward down to about the 32-yard line. And what a run there by Ra.
Yeah, that's impressive, man. He's getting better and better every week.
Yeah.
He's just looking a little quicker, a little more spry out there on the field, trusting that knee a little bit more, I think. And, that's got to be – I've never torn an ACL, but I can imagine that it's a little iffy getting back on that thing the first few times and just building up trust in it. And you can tell he's certainly gaining it back.
Washburn's pass in is caught by Matson. Matson's going to be close to the first down.
Good little comeback route right there. Looks like a gain of, 11 or 12 yards right there. Is going to move it all the way up to the 20-yard line here, where it'll be another Bearcat first down.
First and 10 Bearcats. 10:36 left. Second quarter. 21-0
think we jumped just a hair too early. We went, they're going to call it illegal motion. It was Lentz over here on the right. I mean, it wasn't even a half a second early. Yeah. It was, but I think he did jump just a hair, so that's going to be a loss of 5 going the wrong direction here. Ball's going to be placed at the 25. Cats will still have that first down.
10:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Niedert out to the left, Matson to the right. Goff goes in motion. Going to be hand off to, it's a pitch to Lentz over here on the left-hand side. And Connor's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage there.
Tackle made by number 24, Avery Eubanks.
Bring up 2nd and 10 here.
Did a good job of hiding it there. I'm listening to Ethan say it up here, and I'm glad he's saying it because I had no idea where that ball was at. I couldn't find who had it.
Well, I'm like Ethan. I really thought Rye had it.
Yeah.
Rye does have it this time, and
just tripped up.
Yeah. Nice little 8-yard run there.
Yeah, that's a good job when you're coming off disappointed with an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah.
But, you felt like he had a little bit more there, and he just kind of trips up. And Greenland catches a little break there. They're going to keep Bearcats behind that line to gain here. We'll have a 3rd and short, 2-yard pickup situation here into 4-down territory.
Hey, and if your vehicle keeps stripping you up, you can either head down to O'Reilly Auto Parts and get some parts for it, or just go down to Crowley City Service and they can fix it for you. As Dax Goff gets the handoff, Dax heads out to 10-5, touchdown, Bearcats. Dax Goff, 13 yards, 8:55 left to go here, and we have a flag. See what we got here.
They've announced it. They've shot the.
Looks like it's on.
They announced it. They shot off the fireworks.
So it has to stand then, right?
And they call personal foul against Greenland.
That'll be assessed on the kickoff.
That will be assessed. So it's after the play, I guess?
I guess so.
All right, after the play goes in. So we didn't have a false firework there. We get to keep it there. So that's going to bring the score to 27-0 with the extra point pending. After this, I'll tell all you lucky people who that touchdown was brought to you by.
All right. There's the snap. The hold's good. The kick is up. And it is good. 28-0.
We talk consistency. Consistency is the one thing you're looking for out of your extra point kicker, and he's certainly had that tonight. That's 4 really pretty kicks right down the middle. Hey, that touchdown is going to be brought to you by Jeff Teir with Arkansas River Valley Roofing. Jeff Teir of Arkansas River Valley Roofing for all your roofing needs.
You have another shout out for our Tier 2 sponsors. Pop and Pup Metalwork, LLC. Y'all give JD Jones a call. JD makes salsa, pickle relish, all sorts of things. He can make you a reindeer. If you drive by his house, he's got a big giant reindeer out in his front yard that's got a sign on it that he made, him and his boy made. Y'all go by and check him out. Call him, and JD will work with you. JD's an awesome guy. Y'all check him out. And we'll be kicking off from the 45-yard line. And you're up 28-0. You go ahead and decide to go for the onside kick here, and you just wait and get the 35-point later.
No, you get it later. You get it later. I like your thinking, though. I like the aggressiveness.
And I got a nice return here by the Pirates. And that was number 8. Who you got there, Jake?
That's number 8, Brandon Vaughn. He's the guy that had the good little return, 20-yarder right on the sideline a while ago, and he's able to have another decent little one to get him kind of backed up out of that end zone there. Going to be placed at the 17-yard line for Greenland here. Be 1st and 10. Pirates just unable to get much going, get anything going really tonight. And jogging out this first team offense here, looking to change that, and they're going to have to do it in a hurry. This game's already got up to 28-0.
We got 8:49 left to go here in the second quarter, and just nothing going. Big Frank blew that up, and Hunter Warren kind of finished that off there, him and Fox.
Yeah, did a great job. That's Colby Grogan on the carry. He's going to gain a yard, maybe 2 on that play. Just not a lot of room to do anything there. As soon as these boys are getting to the line, they're getting hit. This defensive front here has just been dominant up to this point. That's another good little play by our defense there to hold the fullback there to just a couple yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Let's see. We got 8:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Ball's on the 19-yard line. There's going to be a handoff to number 10. And Connor Lentz first got back there. And just a whole slew of cats, though, finishing it off. Him and Goff back there as well. First guys back there.
Yeah, you got Poole, you got Warren, you got Fisher, you got all kinds of guys involved on that tackle, and that's going to be a loss of 2. So now we're back to the original line here. It's going to be 3rd and 10. And they've just, like, I know I've said it a couple times already, but they've just been unable to get any sort of timing. I mean, it's hard to ask anybody to make anything positive happen when the line is just faltering to that point.
Right.
And the Bearcat defense have certainly done a great job of preventing it. And the ball's going to be handed off, and again, just a little gang tackle right there is going to be a gain of maybe 2.
Yeah.
And again,
that was Chuck says sophomore Mr. Clint Osborne, number 2. He made his first appearance last week of the season. I'm glad to have Clint back.
Yeah, cool to see him out there so quick, man. Already out there getting some playing time on this starting defense.
He's one of the guys that the coaches was kind of looking forward to kind of play a role, maybe rotating in some at the start of the year on defense.
Yeah, he's just kind of come out of nowhere, too. Here in the last couple of years, he's really grown and gotten stronger and certainly beginning to make a name for himself among the coaching staff.
Yeah, he's the younger brother of Cameron Osborne, who graduated last year. And Coach Cody Harrell's proven he still got it. Almost gets taken out, but the juke move there.
Yeah, we'll say it was on purpose. No, that's kind of been the starting point for the Bearcat offense last few. We're right at midfield here. Instead of the 48, this was going to be placed at the 49-yard line. The Cats are looking to push one more across here. Plenty of time to do it. 6:47 to go. Be 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line.
Give a shout-out to Mr. Austin Wilkins. He's watching from all the way up in Syracuse, New York. Says, go Booneville.
Stay up there, Wilkins.
Lentz goes in motion, and it's just going to be Washburn on the keeper. Jace sheds a tackle, comes back over here towards the Cat sideline. Got a couple guys in front, block. Nice block by Dax, and Washburn's going to have a first down. Drug down at the 34-yard line, or 7-yard line.
Yeah, that is making something of nothing right there. He was well behind the line when he had to cut back upfield after shedding his first would-be tackler, and he's able to get a huge chunk play right there into Greenland Pirate territory. Ball's going to be placed at the 38-yard line where the Cats will have a new fresh set of downs, 1st and 10.
Looks like Lentz is coming out. We're going to have Shelton, number 9, coming into the game for the Cats. He's going to be your right halfback. Ray's your fullback. Goff's your left halfback. Washburn on the keeper again on the left-hand side. Jace heads out. He's got the first down over there. Nice 10-yard run.
Jace in the last couple of days has proven, and I'm hoping has proven to every other coach in this conference and in the state, that you can't let your quarterback run free.
Yeah.
Because he'll do some damage of his own. And that's just another example. Good little 10-yard run. We've said it several times already. He's not fast, but he's quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not going to just take off and blow your doors off in the open field, but you get him in space where he just needs a cut or two, and he's able to make it happen.
Right.
It's a great little job right there by Washburn and a great kid for it to happen to.
Trips over here to left. Ray gets the pitch over here on the right-hand side. Ray still on his feet. Sheds 2 tackles down to the 10, down to the 5, where he's going to be stopped at the 5-yard line. Nice run there by Rolland.
Did y'all happen to notice Dakota Matson down here on the
I did not.
bottom? Nobody come out to defend him, and he is waving like crazy trying to get him to throw him the ball.
We may have to do that again.
Even when they pitched it to Ray, he was just standing there going, please, 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 toss it to me. And had they seen him and gave it to him, that would have been housed. But great run right there by Ray, man. Able to get down. Looks like they're going to place it at the 5-yard line. I thought he was going to sneak his way in. Either way, good run, 1st and goal.
Rye's going to be split out to the left with Niedert. Lentz goes in motion. There's going to be a flag. So the handoff to Dax. Jake, I'm supposed to tell you Austin said he loves you.
Wish you wouldn't have told me. No. Love you too, brother. Miss you. Me and Austin worked together at the Boys and Girls Club there for when we were in, or when he was in high school still, I guess. I was in college, but fun times. He was a fun one.
Same formation here for your Cats. Lentz goes in motion. It's going to be handoff to Goff on the left-hand side. Dax heads towards the sideline, cuts back. The ball's out. Gets on it, though. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Little magic trick on that
one.
Yeah. Where'd it go? Here it is. That's going to be a good little 10-yard touchdown run right there for Dax Goff. It'll be his 3rd, I think, of the evening. 10-yard run's going to push the score to 34-0. Cats looking to tack on one more.
4:46 left, 34-0 Bearcats.
Got 4:46 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Kick is up, and it is good. 35-0 is your score. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium, Shield Field, Don Elmore press box.
Hey, that touchdown there by Goff is brought to you by Brett Cook with Community National Bank. Let Community National Bank help you with all your banking needs.
Here's Juan's kick. Nice kick by Juan. That's fielded by, let's see, that's number 8. He gets it, heads up, juke move, and able to get out of the tackle of Ferris Dane somehow.
He broke free for just a second, stumbled a few more yards, and that was a good little kick by Juan, man.
It's
fielded at 11, 12-yard line there, and he's getting more and more comfortable. You can tell just by watching, and you can tell just by watching him move around out on the field. He's not as stiff, not as nervous, and he's doing a good job tonight, man. So with that last score, that's going to bring us to 35-0, which is usually your mercy rule, but that does not come into effect until the 2nd half. So
that's right.
Cats are looking to keep the score there, potentially tack one more on, give them a little insurance here, and get into that 2nd half with the clock rolling. If you want to do that, it starts right here with this first possession where it'll be 1st and 10, the 23-yard line.
Number 8 is going to be your quarterback. He hands off to number 40, and he gets about 2, maybe 3 yards there. Who is that in there on the stop for your Cats? That's Damari Poole and Seth Wilson.
We had a little Superman fly over the top there in Coulter. I think he's trying to punch that ball out and swing and a miss. That's a 4-yard pickup right there, 3-yard, 3.5-yard, 4-yard pickup there, and that's
probably about the best one.
Yeah, that might be their best push of the night, and the first time that I can recall that they got a little something going in a positive direction on 1st down. It's primarily been getting hit right at or behind the line. Right there, they're able to gain a few, give them a little breathing room.
One receiver to either side, and he got pressure from the corner. Coulter Fisher and Damari Poole, but Coulter come on a corner blitz.
That's going to take away all that they just gained. Most of it's going to get it back. Minus 3 yards there is going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
Got a score update for the Charleston-Mansfield game. Again, the Cats will travel to Mansfield next week. It's 14-7 in the 2nd quarter Charleston over Mansfield.
That's a game that I'm excited to find online and watch.
Yes.
A little bit of later tonight. It's one that I didn't really know how it was going to turn out. Both teams have, been Mansfield has certainly done better than I think expectations were.
Right.
Charleston is even in a down year. They're still going to be Charleston. They're going to be competitive. It's something I was talking about earlier. That carry is not going to be enough for a first down, so that'll most likely jog the. Well, you would think that'd jog the punt team out there in this, but they're going to keep them out there. May have a hard count.
Right.
Something like there.
That stop was made by Aiden Fox. That's like his 4th tackle on the night so far. Doing pretty good on the defensive side of the ball. Quarterback can be under center. 2 receivers over here to the left.
They don't do it. They
quick
just
count,
go.
and he goes nowhere. No, 40 with the
he
spin
breaks
move.
Out.
Oh,
whoa.
Coulter Fisher gets
Boy, that's
just
gonna
enough.
Be,
Tackle made by number 11, Coulter Fisher.
yeah, good job by Coulter. Booneville will take over on turnover on downs right there. Deep into Pirate territory here.
Yeah.
They'll have them a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 with 2:13 to go. Plenty of time to tack one more on.
Give a shout out real quick to the Duran family and the Tyler Ford family. They all say, let's go Cats. And, hey, Tyler Ford, they do our pregame and postgame show. Hey, guys, they're still doing extended the sales tax paid up to $2,500 for another week. Y'all head on down there, all right? 2:13.
Little different formation here.
Cats are going to take a knee. Greenland has 1 timeout. And try to run it out. Couple other sponsors we want to thank. Shigley Metal Shop, LLC. They're starting to go towards the laser engraving. They do hats. They're also doing some license plates. Hey, they're going to be at October Days. That's next Saturday. Y'all go check their booth out at October Days. They're on TikTok. They're on Facebook. They're also on Etsy. They've got some things for breast cancer. October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. If you know someone that is a survivor of breast cancer, if you want to give them a survivor, shoot me, Jake, or Isaac a text, and we'll be sure to give them a shout-out. Also, Wiggins Ace Hardware for your hardware needs, and, yes, for your honey to-do list. And Doris Davis Tax Office. You can call at 675-2358 for tax preparation, bookkeeping, or payroll. Adonna and Miss Trish, they'll help take care of you down there.
Looks like Cats have decided they're just going to knee this thing out and get it to as close to the end of the quarter as they can. I don't know if they can or not. I don't think they can. I think there's going to be just a handful of seconds left there. Where I assume Greenland will take one themselves and we'll head to the half. Something I was getting ready to say a while ago, and my ADHD mind probably got us off of it, but okay.
All right.
Hold the phone, folks.
See, last week when we was at West Fork, 50-yard field goal. 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Juan made a 45-yard in warm-ups last week at West Fork, and he still had some room to go.
Well, we'll see what he's got here.
Yeah, wind's going to be with him, too.
Kick it now.
There's a kick.
Oh, it's close.
Oh, man. Just short. Maybe a yard or two short.
Gave him a chance, man.
Oh, I like that. I like that call. So your halftime score is Booneville Bearcats 35, Greenland Pirates 0. Jake, what was you fixing to say?
Well, it's really not important by the time you get it this far down. And I was going to say, though, with that Mansfield and Charleston game, and I think it is relevant because that's 2 big games we have coming up.
Yes.
You know, and specifically a team like Charleston, like we were talking, they're in a down year.
Yeah.
Little bit of a rebuild. I'm not saying they're down. They're still athletic. They're still, you know.
Yeah.
But the difference in some teams in a program like your Charleston or your Booneville is they know how to win.
Yes.
They're programs that know how to win. They get in a close game down the stretch, they can put it away.
Yes.
And it takes a different type of mentality and a different program to make that happen. And so even seeing Charleston in a situation where they're down right now, they're still a team that could make a deep push.
They are.
Just because they have the staff and the players and the community that knows how to handle victory and how to make it happen. So, you know, you see this game with Mansfield. I have no idea how it's really going. We're just looking at the score.
Yeah.
But no matter the outcome, Booneville's going to have a tall task ahead of them the next couple of weeks with 2 programs looking to make a name for themselves for the 2023 season.
Yeah, definitely so. Both those teams are undefeated in conference, as well as your Cats. And your Cats, the next 2 weeks will be on the road at Mansfield, then at Charleston. So, like Jake said, a couple big games next 2 weeks. Be interested to see how everything kind of unfolds as your conference race gets underway. We'll take a little break. We'll come back and let you enjoy your Shelter Insurance halftime show. For Jake Fennell and Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat Football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Got the Greenland Pirate Marching Band. Number 33 is your drum major. You don't see that a lot. I mean, you see football players in the band, but a football player that's your drum major, you don't see that a lot. So that's number 33, Matthew Wisenhunt. I hope I said that right. If not, I know I got a guy on Twitter that'll probably let me know. But here, I'll be quiet and let you enjoy your Shelter Insurance halftime show.
32-43.
Yeah, Dax needed to run for 184 to beat Gators.
If he keeps up the pace, what he's doing, he'll get it. Oh, this is
Yeah, they'll set one.
it'll probably be. It could be.
He's done it now. He was That was your Greenland Pirates marching band. Now coming onto your field is your award-winning Booneville Bearcat marching band. Let me see. They went down to Perryville and they got second down there at the Perryville band competition.
Tonight the band will be performing their halftime competition show, Clockwork, Part 1, Wind Up, Part 2, Clocks, and Part 3, Gears. Time unending.
That's a really weird score. Now, here's the weirdest score I've ever heard. There was a game between Penn State and Iowa played in the snow. They had a real bad snowstorm. And Penn State
So I'll step to the side and let you watch your award-winning Booneville Bearcat marching band. You're watching your Shelter Insurance halftime show.
Drum Major Cale Smith, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime entertainment.
I'll go home and over the weekend I'll figure out if it's the box or the headphones that's causing the problem. I think it's the box. Yeah, I'm thinking it's the box. I think one of the speaker things has gone out. I cannot believe I froze up like that. Oh my God. It's on screen. How many people are watching this? You have no idea how to check that? That guy has 35. 35, okay. Well, that's 35. 35-6.
So I guess they just
Postgame. Mansfield was on to 7 at halftime on the backup. Over Westwood 35-6 on the break. Let's talk about some other sports. It's been a busy week in other sports. Let's talk first tennis, where Lexi Franklin and Lindley Garrett, that doubles team won the conference championship for the second year in a row and qualifies for state for the second year in a row. Also, Angie Brown finished third in singles in the tournament. She is qualified for state, and Noah Harrell was the runner-up in boys tennis in the conference. And that qualifies Noah Harrell for state. So congratulations to our outstanding Booneville tennis team under the direction of Coach Caitlin Paulus. Now let's talk volleyball. Booneville finally got off the schneid last night after losing against Hackett. But I'll say this, they did a good job against Hackett. Preston Walker had an outstanding match. Had 8 kills out of 9 attempts with no errors against the outstanding Lady Hornet team that is ranked second overall in the state regardless of classification. Hackett won it in 3 straight games, but Booneville they began to count themselves. They took that into the match against Green Forest, and they were extremely impressive against the Green Forest Lady Tigers, winning in 3 straight sets, 25-10, 25-8, and 25-12. Ellie Smith on fire last night, had 17 kills, or 16 kills. 17 was against Lincoln, 16 last night. And I had the opportunity to interview her on Sports Crew, where I do our volleyball broadcast, and she gives a lot of credit to her setter, Kaylee Ray. And, well, she should. Kaylee had 20 assists. She didn't just set Ellie, she set some other Booneville hitters. Kaylee also had 3 aces, as did Lydia Franklin, as did Farrah Stringer. And in both matches, of course, Lily Downs was the incredible Lily Downs. I can't stop talking about her sometimes. She makes the Booneville defense click. Tomorrow, the Lady Cats will be in the Paris tournament tomorrow. Start out with 2 games in pool play. They will start out 9 o'clock in the morning against Mina. And then they will also take on Pottsville and Conway Christian, who are going on to bracket play. Then next week, the last week of the regular season, we started off Monday with a home game against the Atkins Lady Red Devils. We go to Charleston the next day and finish up with senior night. Next Thursday, against the Lady Elks of Elkins, we'll be seeking some revenge on those Lady Elks. And these games, the tournament games in Atkins are important for preparation, but it's Charleston and Elkins that count. Booneville wants that second place in the conference, and they win all 3 games, they should get it. So good luck to our Lady Cat volleyball players next week as they go after that 3rd seed behind Hackett and Paris for the district tournament. Golf also finished up last week with Jace Washburn and Ryland Ray participating in the state tournament, which was held down at Glenwood. Ryland shot 91, Jace shot 93. Anytime you go to state representing your school, that is a feather in your cap, no matter what sport you're talking about. And tomorrow night, Little League has their turn at homecoming. They will be taking on the Ozark School Buildings. In 3rd through 6th grade, Callie Lee Hoopaw is homecoming queen for Little League. She's a 6th grader, and we had our homecoming parade today, and then all there was in 3 through 12 in the parade. And I have to give a plug here. The senior maid, Lexi Franklin, got to ride in my sister Rye's convertible. And brings me into my shout-out. We didn't get a chance to do it Everybody at Calamity Acres, Mr. Morris Day, and all the chicks out there. Those in the Razorback Crew family, Mr. Danny Echo and Judy and Mrs. Joe Boynton and Judy that might be listening out there. Lindy Kelly, I don't know, she's always there. Listening, the mayor.
The Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. The Bearcat Marching Band is under the direction of Brian Rhodes and Angela Rhodes and under the field command of Drum Major Cale Smith. The color guard is Tina Wilson. The band's next performance will be next Friday, October 13th in Mansfield when the Bearcats take on the Mansfield Tigers. The band will also be performing at the Region 8 Marching Assessment at Fort Smith Northside on October 17th. Performance time is 5:15. Enjoy the rest of the game and go Bearcats!
That was your Booneville Bearcat award-winning marching band. As I was saying earlier, I just lost it. But they went down to Perryville. I got it right here. They went down to Perryville a couple days ago, and they finished at the Iron Horse in Perryville, and straight first division and second place band at the contest. Excuse me.
Purchased a 50-50 ticket.
We're going to do our band member of the week. Wrong thing.
Winning ticket number for tonight, 39820.
I pushed the wrong button. Our band member of the week, Miss Jasmine Bowman. She's the daughter of Teresa and Cassie McAllister, is in the 11th grade, and plays the trombone for the Bearcat Marching Band. Jasmine is also in the Booneville Jazz Band and is a member, is a member of the dedicated and hardworking loading crew. Also as a member of the Marching Band's tower crew, she is one of the students entrusted with setting up the band tower every day for band practice. Jasmine can always be counted on to volunteer whenever help is needed. She helps with the intermediate band performances and with the band booster concession stand. She also is very quick to take the initiative to solve problems or make things right around the band hall. Jasmine is an example of how band can teach students to truly take pride in what they do. Again, your band member of the week, Miss Jasmine Bowman. So congratulations, Jasmine, your band member of the week. And thank you for watching your halftime show sponsored by Shelter Insurance. Got about 45 seconds. Okay, yeah, they'll reset it. Got Greenland warming up down there. You got your Cats coming off down the field there.
As we are about to finish halftime, Greenland is already on the field, and the Bearcats are coming
We
down
ask
the
at this
steps
time,
toward the
do
field.
you have someone who would like to participate in the cheer cats?
I do have a shout out real quick.
$10. They can meet down at the 50-yard line
Miss
and try
Jamie
this
Dorn.
time. $10
She is Lakin Wilkins' mom.
We're in the third quarter with our cheer cats.
She is a proud survivor of breast cancer, a 19-year survivor. So, Miss Jamie, I'll give a shout out to you, and congratulations, and glad that you are a breast cancer survivor.
Lincoln 37-7 second quarter.
Did you say Lincoln's up 37-7? At halftime, Charleston is up 14-7 over Mansfield. Lavaca was up 35-6 over Cedarville. Or Lavaca over West Fork, sorry. Some halftime stats for you folks. Your score is 35-0 at halftime. Well, as you can see, Isaac has stepped away, and I'm pushing the buttons. Nope.
Miss Lindley Garrett was a very, very deserving homecoming.
There we go. Just so you folks know, if something ever happens on the live stream and it's not as usual, it's because Isaac's stepped away and one of us has stepped in the place. And my fault, so I do apologize.
Sophomore maid Riley Broussard.
So this is why Isaac runs the computer.
The 8th grade maid was Melina Lawson. And the 7th grade maid was Ava Hicks. So congratulations to all those young ladies.
Yeah.
Homecoming is always a
You're helping.
The Bearcats have a little program going where they
Talking to Mr. Ken Glenn. He was our special guest on our Tyler Ford pregame show. 103rd homecoming this week, or tonight. Miss Lindley Garrett is your homecoming queen. So it's always love homecoming. You got people coming in that may not live around here, and they're able to come in for homecoming. And always good to see people that you hadn't got to see in a while. And just homecomings has always been fun. I know it can be a distraction in a way for the coaches and players to an extent, but it's always fun.
Yeah, the main thing on the coaching side of it, I guess, is to make sure that you're keeping everything as similar as possible and trying to block out all that extra stuff.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do, but coaching staff here does a good job of keeping things similar every day. You know, you got to work around some stuff with the homecoming practices and the pictures and all that, but do a good job of keeping things simple.
Yeah. We'll give you folks some halftime stats. All right, so for your halftime stats, what? I'm getting booted out of the seat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So your halftime stats. For the Greenland Pirates, they've got 19 carries for 25 yards. That's all they got, folks. It's 25 total yards. 25, yeah. 19 carries for 25 yards, and that's it. They do have 3 penalties for 15 yards. 0-7 on third, 0-1 on fourth down. 17 minutes and 13 seconds time of possession. Your Cats have 229 yards on the ground, 13 through the air. Ryland Ray's got 7 carries for 95 yards and a touchdown. Dax Goff has 6 carries for 93 yards. Chase Washburn, 2 carries for 23. Dax has 4,087 career rushing yards. Picked up by number 9, that's Chase Shelton. And he's met. Ball comes out, but the whistle was already blown. So that's some of your stats there. Your leading tackler for the Cats is DeBarney Poole, number 4. He's got 4 tackles, 2 assisted tackles. And then Aiden Fox, he's got 4 solo tackles as well. Dax and Ryland, they're going to be done for the night. Dax has 93 yards on the night. Ryland's got 95. I was really hoping Ryland to get close to 100 or get 100.
Yeah.
He hadn't had 100 yards this year, but he's had a real good job, real good game tonight.
Well, we are going to have a ticking clock here once this ball is snapped. And there it is. The first one's going to be Barr right up the middle for a good little chunk gain right there.
Yeah.
Hard-nosed kid. We say it every week, it feels like, but he's a hard runner, man. Does it again right there with a good little 9-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 from the 39-yard line.
Niedert's going to be your quarterback. Barr's your fullback. Fisher's your right halfback, and Shelton is your left halfback. Nice move there by Niedert. Pitch to Coulter Fisher. Fisher's at the 50, 45, 40, down to the 35, down to the 30. Going to step out, though, they say, at the 40-yard line.
Took an unnecessary hit after all that. Great run, though, tiptoeing that sideline. Does step out on the 40.
That's a good, what's that, 20-yard run there, buddy?
Yeah, it was. Good pitch. We do have a flag. I didn't realize that. And it's going to be a hold against the Bearcats, so that's going to bring it back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty and erase the good little catch and run off the pitch from Niedert into the hands of Fisher, who took it a good chunk of yards there, but it will come back a little. They're going to place that ball.
That was a well-run play. Unfortunately, comes back, and it will bring up 2nd down. The penalty marked off.
Looks like they're going to be about 2nd and 8 now. So after all that, we're back 2nd and 8 here.
So technically he's got a 1 yard, 2 yard run. And it's going to be Nieder with the ball. Pitched over to Fisher. Nice move by Coulter. Coulter still on his feet.
Yeah.
Down to the 35-yard line.
That play looked doomed to start. And it's a good job by Nieder to get the ball into the hands of Fisher, and a great job by Fisher to make something out of nothing there. He's got a pickup of 2, maybe 3 yards there. Is going to bring up a 3rd and 5 scenario. Mid-range shot here for the Cats, 3rd and 5.
Green is going to be split out over here to your right, number 20. That's Clayton Green. And who is that over there on the far side? Is that going to be Smith? I think that's
Parker Smith.
I think that's who that is. Rhett Nieder looking to pass and intercepted.
Led him a little too much there. Ball was intended for Green, Clayton Green, number 20, and intercepted by number 8. That would be Vaughn, I believe. Brandon Vaughn, junior. Secondary player there is going to come up with the interception, and it's be Greenland's first time across midfield here.
Yeah.
Into the second half with 10 minutes and 5 seconds to go. The clock will stop. And here it ticks here, so 10 minutes to go.
Now the Pirates are going to go shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Got Frank Gill and Ferris Staines out on the line, as well as Jonah Wynn. Hand off to 40, and he's met by Garrick Barr. I'm sorry, that's number 6. That's William Green.
The starting defense is going to jog back onto the field here, and I can understand why. You're trying to preserve this lead. It's even though it's only it's up to a 5-score lead here. You don't want to let them score quick, and they've kept their starting group out on the field, and we'll bring ours back out to attempt to prevent Greenland from picking up a score.
Be shotgun formation again for the Pirates. 2 receivers to the right, 1 over here to the left. Got a timeout by the Pirates. Tell you what, we'll take a little timeout with them. You're watching Bearcat football. And ball's out on the ground, picked up by Clayton Green. He's at the 45-50, down to the 45-40, 35-30, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
We do have a flag. I believe I saw a block in the back on Greenland.
Okay.
I think is what I saw. I happened to look down right as it happened. But I may not have seen it correctly. It looks like they're backing it up here, and it may have been against Booneville. We'll see.
Man. That was a 69-yard scoop and score by Clayton Green.
I don't know if we could see that on the thing if I backed that up or not.
I don't know. I know Lance Sims, he was down here, had his helmet off. 2 guys on top of him.
It will be against
the Cats.
Will be against the
Cats. What do you call Isaac? Block in the back against the Cats.
Yeah, I saw it happen.
Huh? Oh.
I saw it happen down here out of the corner of my eye, and I tried to get my head over there and it looked, I had it backwards, I guess.
We'll give a shout out to the second string offensive line for the Cats. You got your center, Connor Mayo, coming in just a little late. Connor Mayo, your center. Your left guard is going to be number 54. That's going to be Caleb Richardson. Number 53 is your left tackle. That's Jeremiah Shaw. Fisher goes in motion. Hand off to Garrick Barr on the left-hand side. Good hard run by Barr. About 3 yards there on the carry.
So 2nd and 7.
Number 24 is Garrett Barr.
4-yard run there. Your right guard is going to be number 56. That is going to be Mr. Andrew Tibbetts. And number 70 is your right tackle. That's Colton. Ball's out and kicked. That's a pitch to Lofton. So the Cats will have the ball in Pirate territory at the 49-yard line.
He got blocked into him, yeah. I pulled it up. The penalty that came back, we pulled it up here. Our defender got blocked into a Greenland player, and they threw a flag on it. I don't agree with the call, but the call that we were dealt nonetheless. So.
Yeah.
This is high-dollar instant replay we got up here in the booth. Me
That's
pulling
right.
up YouTube and jumping at 10 seconds back and forth.
Parker Smith split out to the left. Clayton Green out here to the right. If you're just joining us, your second string's out here. Lofton is your left halfback. Nieder looking to pass again, throws it up, and almost intercepted, just a hair short. Intended for Green, got a flag coming in late. Lofton was trying to get the pitch from Nieder, bounced off Lofton's knees, and Cats able to get the first down off of that. We'll see what this flag right here is, though.
Got a hold. This is just a couple of, young guys getting reps and a couple of, common mistakes you'll see. Hold. When you're back in pass protection, that's a little different too. They hadn't worked on that a lot. And just part of the growing pains, man, of being a young player and getting your opportunity to grow and shine out here, and what little situations you have to do that. So it's going to be a big backwards play there. Cats will have a first down to get it.
Lofton goes in motion. It's going to be handed off to, it's a pitch to Fisher on the left-hand side. Coulter tries to turn on the Jets down to the 45-40, down to the 30. And that's where he's going to be out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's a good run there by Fisher.
He's quick, man.
Yeah.
He's a guy that you'd like to get involved a little bit more. He's able to – he's a kid that is set back a little bit just because he hadn't played. He's a senior, but he's been out of the program for a few years now, and we're excited to have him back. And right there, he showed some of his potential. He's got a quick burst out the gate right there, able to get a hold of that ball, and good chunky yards there deep into Pirate territory.
Got my man Reagan Hargan, 27, in that receiver over here with Green on the right-hand side. Got a pitch.
Whoa.
And let's see, that's number 8 returning. It's going to be Parker Smith in pursuit, as well as Green. And the Pirates are going to get on the board with that scoop and score. Man.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a miscommunication there. The pitch certainly was tossed way out there. And no matter what the cause was there, the reasoning, that will be a Greenland touchdown, getting them on the board. They 35-6 lead for the Cats.
Also Vaughn on to the point. Now that's number 6 rather than 8.
While they're running out on the field, we'll thank some other sponsors for the app and the website. Shelter Insurance and agents Gerald Baker and Austin Baker. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. Patriot Underground and Taylor Niedert. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. And Stacy Hobart Photo Art. PAT was good, makes it 35-7 with 5:24 left to go here in the third. Also, I want to give a shout out to Susan's Flowers and Gifts. Stop by and make your loved one's day a special day. Hey, Susan, she's got some pretty cool stuff down there. She had some mums for the girls for homecoming. She got some flowers, got some different things down there. Got some Bearcat apparel down there as well. Y'all stop down there at Susan's, and she does a real good job at what she does. Let's see here. See if we can get some scores. Nashville is up 14-7 over Mena. That's in the second quarter.
Ooh, that's
kind of surprising.
Yeah, that's low scoring.
Lavaca is up over West Fork 35-6. Charleston and Mansfield, then a close one at halftime, 14-7. Yaleville Summit and Quitman are tied at 22 at halftime. And then Glen Rose is up 21-0 over Bismarck. A couple of top 10 teams right there in Class 3A. Your Cats, they came in, depending on the polls, from 1 and 2 in Class 3A. Them Prescott's kind of 1 and 2 in all the polls you see, really.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what we'll see going throughout it. I mean, you know, assuming everybody keeps rolling like they are expected to.
Right.
That's going to be your top 2 until the end of the year, and hopefully a meeting with them down the road.
Ooh, nice job by William Green. Ball's number 40 was trying to strip that out for the Pirates.
Yeah, good job by Green to hold on tight right there, man. He gets slung around.
I do have Prescott is up 27-14 at halftime over Falk. Unless you've got another score there, Isaac, because Isaac's looking on the 3A.
William Green manages to hold on. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll mark it at the 45.
Here in Booneville, while we're looking at that, we'll have as a 1st and 10 for this Cats second string offense. Able to, we're seeing if they're able to gain.
Oh, nice run.
That's going to be a great start right there, man, with Garrick Bart able to go from 45 to 45 right there. He's across midfield into Pirate territory, and it'll be a new set, 1st and 10. Great hard-nosed run by Barr, man. We say it every time he's on the field.
Yes.
Kid runs with authority. He's a fun one to watch when he's out there, man. Works hard.
He's got 200 career yards rushing. I know that don't sound a lot to a lot of people. Nice run by Lofton. And he's going to have about a, 14-yard run there?
Good job by Lofton. Excuse me. Got the yawns all of a sudden. Good job by Lofton there to lower his shoulder at the end of that hit and gain just a couple more. Big chunk plays back-to-back for the Cats' second-string offense there deep into Pirate territory now. It's about the 36, 37-yard line here.
Lofton goes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Barr. Garrick trying to fight.
Yeah, he's
about a 2-yard run, though.
He's just hit as soon as he's getting the ball. That's a great job just to fall forward and get something there. Gain of like you said, a yard, maybe 2 there.
Looks like 26, Daxton Bowman coming into the game for the Cats for 15, Parker Smith. Daxton Bowman, he got a sack last week.
Yeah, to end
the game. And like we said earlier, we was talking to Glenn Parrish. There's been 10 sacks on the year by 9 different guys.
That's impressive.
You really don't see that a lot.
No,
it's 1 or 2 guys.
It's odd. It's odd to say that and see that, but that is impressive to have that many guys disrupting plays.
And Shelton with the ball, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just not a lot of room to work, man. He's gets the handoff on the run play over to the right side and just unable to get any sort of momentum going. He's getting hit, right as he gets it. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. You got to assume the Cats are in 4-down territory here, assuming we don't go way the wrong direction here. But
right.
So 3rd and 9, a minute 22
got a minute and 22 seconds left to go here in the third. Your Cats are going to take a timeout here and kind of discuss what they want to do, and we'll take one with them. You're watching Bearcat football. back here at Bearcat Stadium. And that's
There
going to
you
be
go.
a pitch to Shelton. Shelton still on his feet. Cuts back down at the 10.
Yeah.
Trying to fight down to about the 7-yard line. What a run by Shelton.
Good good timeout right there.
Yeah.
Able to draw something up. And you needed 8 yards, and you got a lot more than that.
Yeah,
That's going to get us
22.
down deep into the red zone here inside our own, or the Pirate 10. Be first and goal, the 8-yard line. Cats knocking on the door to add 6 more.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Shelton as one of the younger backs. He's really impressed me so far this year. Hand off to Garrick Barr right up the middle, and I'm wanting Garrick to get into the end zone here. Yep.
That'll help.
Yeah, that'll help right there.
A little extracurricular activity coming out of the players down there. It's going to go against Greenland. Little late shove. And that's going to be half the distance to the goal. Looked like we had already rushed it up to the 5-yard line, so it's going to be up to about the 2.5 now.
And that's going to be your final play of the third quarter. Well, it's going to be 35-7 at the end of 3. And I will say, hey, if your vehicle's kind of shoving around and jumping around and you don't know what to do, hey, head down to Tyler Ford and Elias and the guys. They'll hook you up with something new. Hey, I will say they did have a pretty sweet Ford down there, older Ford. I don't know if they've sold it yet. I'm into older vehicles. That was pretty sweet. But, hey, they are offering still up this week $2,000 off on your sales tax. Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah. So, hey, head on down there. Let the guys take care of you down there at Tyler Ford. Also, hey, Shelter Insurance, Agents Gerald Baker, Austin Baker, and Lori Duke. They can help you out. Rockline Industries, people who make it right. Airmaster Inc. for all your air conditioning needs. And I think we had talked earlier in the year, they do painting too, Isaac? Is that what it was? I do want to give a shout out to Lance Brown. He's watching all the way up in Ohio. He said, I took a picture of it. Yeah, I don't know how you say that name, Lance. He's watching from Ohio at the SCTP and the ACUI Collegiate Shotgun Nationals.
Lance, I drove your car around today, your Corvette.
Oh, nice.
Drove it around town.
Maybe a den or two in there.
No, not just 2.
4.
No, got it back nice and safe.
Got Lofton going in motion.
Oh,
up the middle.
Barr, did he get it?
Come on, give it to him. Oh.
Can't tell what the call is here.
At the what? Oh, man.
Give it to him again.
Yeah, again, feed
Give
the man.
Give it to him again. Feed him. Feed him. Ezekiel Elliott, remember he
Yeah. And it's going to head off to Garrick Barr. Spin move. Touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Bearcats.
Oh, yeah.
Garrick Barr.
Attaboy, Garrick.
Yes, sir.
He'll remember that one, man. That was a good run. He had several good runs on that drive right there.
Yeah, he did.
Hard-working kid, man. He's fun to watch. I'm happy for him.
He is.
Senior year.
He's going to bring on Oliver Loaiza. Do the PAT. That score came with about 11:20 left to go in the fourth. The snap, the kick is up, and it's blocked. He's got a hand on that. Oh, hey. Let's see if we can. I don't know who threw that, but one of the cheerleaders got a pretty good arm. Hit the press box right below the window. Are they out of footballs already?
Man. They throw one up here. I'll catch it. Throw it back.
Yeah.
That's Mary Haynes hammering the windows down below us. Her dad's sitting in there.
Probably trying to nail him.
Yeah, probably. That's what we're supposed to do, Dad.
Yeah. Do have a score update. Prescott's up 34-14 over Falk in the third. And Harmony Grove, Ouachita County's up 40-6 over Rising.
Oh.
Top 5 team in Class 3A.
No further updates on our conference games.
Loaiza to do the kicking here. Nice little kick there by Loaiza. Drops down to 25, and it's going to be picked up. Who is that rushing down there? That's Ferris Danes. Good job by Jonah Wynn. And I believe that's, who else is that? Shelton on the stop.
Yep.
Levi McMaster as well. Hey, also I want to give a shout out to Don's Easy Pay. Midtown Charm. Down at Midtown Charm, there's Ty Lee Creations, Artsy Tartsy, Indulge Yourself, Bend the Trend, Little by Little, Ann and Andy's, Curious Cow, and Heavenly Bliss. I bought some those freeze-dried Skittles. I was going to try to bring them up here for all of us.
You ate them, didn't you?
I ate some of them. Then my kids got a hold of them. They didn't get past the house.
I use the kids ate them deal all the time to get
Okay.
you out of a lot of trouble.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. A little halfback, Wildcat against formation. And,
worked
good job by
earlier
Osborne.
for him, and he's able to make something out of nothing there and able to – boy, he's almost brought down right back behind the line of scrimmage there. And
yeah, Osborne was back there in the backfield.
looks like he got up
What?
maybe a gain of a yard there.
Yeah.
Not a lot. I thought he was going to have about a 4 or 5 yard pickup, but he must have stepped out there. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 with 8:15 to go in the fourth quarter with the AAA sportsmanship rule in effect. We are ticking and ticking in a hurry.
Yeah. Got Ferris Danes coming off, Jeremiah Shaw and Jonah Wynn coming off for your Cats. You got Reagan Harger and Garrick Barton at middle linebackers. Going to be a handoff, and he's going nowhere. Still on his feet, out of his step, and he's going to be stopped by Loaiza and William Green. And Clint Osborne, again, had him at the line of scrimmage, just not able to hold on.
Yeah, just out of his reach, man. He had him where he wanted him, and he got away. But does take a group of Bearcats down at the end of the play there to bring him down. It will be a fresh set of downs here for the Pirates as they're looking to get the first little bit of momentum on offense. They still have not had a lot of momentum on the offensive side of the ball.
No, they really hadn't. Here's the handoff again for the Pirates. And Lofton with the tackle for loss. Reagan Harger in the area as well. Looks like Barr's coming out. Lofton's coming out. Daxton Bowman, 26, is coming in. Number 12, that's going to be Levi McMaster coming into the game. That's number 68, Kaysen Miller's coming out of the game for your Cats.
Reagan Harger is in the game.
You got 73 in the game for your Cats. Right? Yeah. Who's that over there? That's 55 over there. That's Kyle Myers.
And back in the shotgun is Greenland for 3 wide.
And you got some pressure here by the Bearcats here. You got number 50. Oh, had a whole slew of guys there to block for him, but brought down, I think, by Pachinik. You got 59 coming into the game. That's going to be Xander Miller. Bryson Smith is number 73.
Bryson Smith is 73. We have a Greenland player down. I just now saw
Yeah,
that.
we do. We've got a Greenland player down at midfield here.
Right at about the 48-yard line.
Greenland, when they resume, will have a 3rd and short from midfield here. 3rd and 1. The player is up. Seems to be okay. Just shaken up, most likely. It was a lot of bodies bouncing around down there at the end of that one. But it's going to bring up a 3rd and short here from the 48-yard line. Cats defense looking to put a little pressure on Greenland, get a big stop right here.
2 receivers to your right, 1 to the left. It's going to be handoff again. There's a direct snap, really, number 40. And good job. Open field tackle over there by Chase Shelton.
That's number 40, Colby Grogan, starting fullback there, able to get the direct snap, as you said. And it looked like he was going to be. He's just kind of squirts through the middle there. Gets a little bit of momentum going and picks up plenty for the first down there. We're across midfield into Bearcat territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. We got Purple Rain playing in the background.
Shotgun again. Vaughn is back in the game.
Shotgun formation for the Pirates. Vaughn pitches to, oh my goodness. And Rogan's met by a couple of cats. Got McMaster in there. But Osborne and Xander Miller, first two guys to hit him.
Yeah, ugly play right there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there was I think there was a cross-up on what was supposed to happen altogether.
So.
Grogan didn't appear to be ready for that pitch, and he got it anyway. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play there. Is going to bring up a second 13.
4:30 left to go here in the ball game. I want to thank a couple more sponsors here. Shigley Metal Shop, LLC, Laser Engraving. Hey, you can check them out on Facebook, TikTok, and Etsy. And a little handoff, quick burst here. Ball comes
out.
And it is picked up by Loaiza.
And Oliver Loaiza has it.
Oliver Loaiza
hey, all right.
falls on the ball and gets it. It's a good little run there.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't catch the number of the young man carrying it. He had a good run.
Yeah.
And he just loses his hands on it, and it falls to the ground, bounces around a little, and Oliver Loaiza falls on top of it. That'll be a turnover, and Booneville will get the ball back. With 3:50 to go in the game. Remember, the clock is ticking. 3:50 to go. Booneville will have them a 1st and 10.
Looks like Levi McMaster is your new fullback for your Cats, as Mr. Garrick Barr got into the end zone a while ago. Garrick's got 28 yards on the night. Shelton goes in motion. The ball comes out and picked up by the Pirates.
Yeah, believe it is a turnover, but he had his knee on the ground.
And just
ball
give it right back to him.
Popped out, and it's like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Gave him the ball back, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Greenland in the Bearcat territory. Ball's going to be placed at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
Same line of scrimmage, but different person.
Looks like you got Richardson coming in on defense for your Cats. You got Smith. And Miller in there on the defensive line.
James lines up at nose guard.
Two receivers to the left, one over here to the right. Vaughn rolling out to his left. It's caught by number 40.
That's Grogan.
Grogan,
he's going to be pushed out of bounds by, Blade Pachenik, and I can't. Six. That's William Green. So Pachenik and Green able to bring him down, but not before Greenland gets enough for the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 on the new set of downs.
Number 59, Xander Miller's coming into the game.
Never mind, it will not be a fresh set of downs.
He came in for Cason Miller. Give a shout out to Wiggins Ace Hardware for your hardware needs and honey to-do list. Doris Davis Tax Office. Nice. Completed to number 4.
Number 4, that's a guy we hadn't said yet. His name's Hank Ramsey. He's a junior. 5'10", 145-pound junior receiver for Greenland, able to get enough for the 1st down. Officially the 1st down now. I lied to you a while ago. I got confused on which way we were going.
Right.
I guess. No excuse. I'm just dumb.
I don't know about that.
Well, thanks.
1:35 left to go. Ferris Danes comes back into the game for your Cats. Also want to thank O'Reilly Auto Parts for your auto part needs. Pop and Pup Metalworks. Hey, JD, he'll be down at the Farmers Market when they have the Farmers Market downtown. Vaughn with the keeper on the left-hand side.
Oh, he's going to squeeze through, man.
Yeah,
Dadgummit.
doggone. Makes it 41-13 with 1:12 left to go in the game. A couple more sponsors. Want to thank our exclusive broadcast advisor for the app and the website, First Western Bank, serving our local communities for over 110 years. Our premier sponsors for the app and website, 5B Properties, B Plus Rentals. You can see Calvin Bennett for your rental needs, and Community National Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs.
Point after is good for number 6, Colt Hood.
It's likely that we will not have a kickoff.
And more likely, folks, that's going to do it.
So Greenland on the board, and yes, everybody's lining up already.
Some other sponsors for the app and the website, Shelter Insurance and agents Gerald Baker and Austin Baker. S&W Home Center for your hardware needs. City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. Patriot Underground, and Taylor Niedert. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. And Stacy Hobart, photo art. Thank our sponsors for the live stream real quick. Tyler Ford, our Tier 1 sponsors. Tyler Ford, Shelter Insurance. Rockline Industries, Airmaster Inc., Don's Easy Pay, Midtown Charm. O'Reilly Auto Parts, some of our Tier 2 sponsors. O'Reilly Auto Parts, Pop and Pup Metalworks, LLC. Crowley City Service, Tier 3 sponsors. Shigley Metal Shop, LLC. Wiggins Ace Hardware. Doris Davis Tax Office, Tier 4 sponsor. Susan's Flowers and Gifts. We'll try to give you folks some scores if you'll stick around and join us for the Tyler Ford post-game show. Your Booneville moves to 6-0 overall against the Greenland Pirates.
We'll see how it goes.
Isaac's got the Mansfield-Charleston game pulled up. Mansfield got an interception. Or Charleston intercepted Mansfield, sorry.
We have got word, or I've gotten word from my various sources around the globe. And more likely somebody at this game that's watching that. Charleston's quarterback actually exited the game in the first half with an injury on his throwing hand. I believe it's a wrist injury, so could affect the outcome of the game today, or at least change things up just a little bit on what they're trying to do. But it's a good job by that offense there to maintain their their ability to keep things under control here. And looks like they've got the ball just across midfield, about 35-yard line. So looking to punch one in, extend that lead to 21-7.
Thank you very much. Good night.
All right. Try to get you folks some scores here. Say thank you for everyone that's sticking around and joining us for our Tyler Ford pregame or postgame show. I mean, I hope we ain't doing a pregame show this late. Scores from around the area. Lavaca was up big over West Fork, and they're going to more than likely, barring something happens, Lavaca's going to move to 2-1 on the year. Hackett is going to move to 2-1 on the year in conference play. Hackett did get the win over Lavaca last week. So right now, Lavaca's sitting in 5th place in conference. Hackett's sitting in 4th. Then you have us, Mansfield, and Charleston all tied with first, which right now one of them's going to lose as Charleston and Mansfield's playing. We got some finishing stats here for your Cats. The Greenland Pirates, they had 25 yards at halftime.
Yep.
Had 102 rushing yards, 12 yards through the air. So they had 114 yards total. Most of those yards, all their yards, except 25 of it, came against the second string. Your Booneville Bearcats finished with 332 yards on the ground and 13 through the air. So another pretty good performance for your Cats. Ryland was your leading rusher. He had 95 yards on 7 carries. 6 carries for Dak Scoff for 93 yards. That moves him to 4,087. Puts him 3rd all-time for career rushing yards behind Gator Ray and Randon Ray. And we'll see how far Dax goes the rest of the year. Garrick Barr finished with 28 yards. Lofton had 25. Chase Shelton, 23. Washburn with 23. Lentz had 21 yards on 2 carries. And that's going to do it for your rushing yards. Washburn was 2 of 3, passing for 13 yards. And Dakota Manson had 1 catch for 11. Nieder had 1 for 2. Leading tackler for your Cats is Damari Pull. He had 4 solo, 2 assists. Aiden Fox had 4 solo tackles. That's your 2 leading tacklers for your Cats. Have to say, fellas, your Airmaster Inc. player of the game is probably, I'm going to give it to Rylan Ray.
Yeah.
Heck of a game.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. He had a good game on the ground. We mentioned it earlier. Every week he seems to be getting a little quicker, a little more spry on that knee. We talked about how that's got to be a odd feeling, getting back and trusting that thing cutting and exploding off of it. And it's just something you got to kind of grow yourself into, and it seems to me that each week he's becoming more and more like his old self. And, tonight he's able to pick up 95 in one half. That's a great job by Rylan. I think that player of the game is well deserved.
Yeah, I think so. And Isaac's tuning in to our opponent next week, Mansfield. Cats will travel to Mansfield next week, take on the Tigers. They run the flex bone. Got Coach O over there. They run the flex bone style offense. They got a couple guys with size, and they got some speed. They are undefeated up until this point. Now, granted, to be flat out honest with you, non-conference wasn't just the toughest schedules. I mean, you got to play who's in front of you. I will say that. But they're so far doing all right against Charleston. Like you said, Charleston quarterback went out with a hand injury earlier, so that's liable to affect the outcome of that game. But you like how your Bearcats look tonight? Chance to improve and get a little bit better.
Yeah, I think next week is going to be a big test.
Yes, yes.
We don't. You mentioned the quality of opponent. You can't really look into all that the whole time, because what we can tell is Mansfield has put up a lot of points.
Yep.
They've not given up many points, and that automatically puts you, on the upper half of teams right there. And Coach Overton down there, he's a Mansfield guy, but he's been at Booneville the last several years.
Yep.
Been fortunate enough to work with him and grow to know him and call him a good friend. And I can also tell you without a shadow of doubt, he wants to beat Booneville more than anybody else he's going to run across this year. And I certainly don't blame him for that. And he's got a good team and an opportunity to do so as we march down into Tigerland down in their place next week. So I'm excited for that game, man. It's going to be a big test. We'll learn a lot about our offense and defense, and hopefully we come out on top at the end.
Hopefully so. That's like you said, they put up a lot of points, and you got to respect somebody that's put up. They're averaging, I had it wrote down, I think 50-something points a game, close to that. So we'll see how the Cats do next week. I guess that's about all I got, fellas, unless you got anything.
Nope. I think we got a big week ahead of us in preparation, and it'll get here in a hurry. Get home and get these boys rested and let these fans get an opportunity to get wound up and excited for a big matchup next week at Mansfield.
Yeah. Player of the game, your Airmaster Inc. player of the game is going to be Mr. Rylan Ray. 7 carries for 95 yards and one half of work. Your Bearcats finished with 345 total yards of offense. 332 of that was on the ground. For Isaac Brown and Jake Fennell, I am Zach Austin. Lord willing, we'll see you next week. And remember, as always, folks, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.